Hello, welcome. Welcome all. Well, today we are going to be playing The Ascend. One thing good about Xbox is that you can play games for free by just buying Xbox Live Gold. Have to say Microsoft definitely does a good idea with that. PlayStation kind of sucks with that. What to talk about today? I don't know. I gotta go to work. I got plenty of time. I'm probably gonna start doing more streams, or at least trying to do more streams. I'm getting used to my workload in that. And like, well, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I'm playing all this stuff out, trying to get shit going, and we're going to get it going. No, I'm not gonna say single player. A little bit of lag there. People want me to move out of my parents' house, and I clarify that being the stupidest fucking thing ever, because right now I just started working. And people seem to think that living with your parents is stupid and unjust, and I'm just like... Thing is, here's what I say. I say, if you're paying bills, you might as well pay the cheapest amount of bills by living at home. Girls don't care. Give me a break. Any guy that says, well, girls, you live with your... Yeah, that's why you get a partner and you live together. Tasty. Yeah, don't worry about that. There's some stuff around my thing. This thing gonna play is gonna be stupid. Is it loading? Can't tell if it's loading or not. But yeah, there's little things I like to talk about, especially when it comes down to growing up, and that people underestimate growing up. And growing up is a way to establish yourself in the world. Right now, everything's fucking lagging. No, turn that off. I gotta turn off my fucking. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this. I guess it's loading. Yeah, go figure it's loading. I think my battery on my thing should be alright, at least for right now. I'll charge it up when I go back to bed. But yeah, not a lot of streamers like to talk about their lives. I mean, they do in that, but like, they talk about themselves, not applicating, you know, other things in that. All I have to say is, I love indie games because they have more imagination and you don't need a fucking big base studio to, well, yeah. Big base studios are kind of dead. Indie game companies are amazing because, like, Blizzard started off indie. Blizzard started off making, you know, like, normal Diablo fucking 1. And they were an indie company, and they grew to be this. That's how it normally is. Kind of off the chakras, the end of your contact. And the early death, whatever comes first. Yeah, can't get blowjobbing. Well, while this shit's happening, because there's like a big ass intro, there's a lot of D&D. Kind of like dialogue stuff, which is kind of cool. So you know these developers are pretty serious in the story, so that's pretty good. I don't mind story-based games. Close that. I put it back in the thing. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm back. Oh. Guy looks like he's got a wax job on his face. Okay. People critique games like these too much. Oh god, look at that. Looks curious. You see how a black person looks? Not everyone. That's what it doesn't clarify. Color doesn't clarify anything. Honestly, it's so stupid how people clarify that stupid shit. Let's do the body ink. Yeah, it doesn't matter about that. Electric salamander. Sky black. What do that?
WMD system displaying erratic behavior. Causal origin traced to waste management, disposal SI, in maintenance subsector 41A. Tasks. Locate WMD control room. Interface with WMD SI. Diagnose cause of error. Conduct.
So I turn with the mouse, I move with the keyboard.
End work order.
So I guess I fire with the keyboard. Or with the mouse.
Here, listen up. I had sewage coming out of my fucking rinser this morning. Evatite showering in manure. I want this fixed. Get it done before end of cycle and I'll throw in a juicy bonus.
Everything is functional and broke at the same time as always. Doing their jobs. I trust really into a little of the silicone heart content. I still don't really get what the walking autos are up to all in the day's work. Why would it be O? It was like super far away from everything. Whatever.
Trauma. Hope you came armed. SI's locked itself into a recursive void loop. Whatever caused this beyond
Oh, yeah,
that door,
fucking get my hair out of the way.
together with a whole lot of ferals who came out of nowhere. Took a fat bite out of my thigh. Was all I could do to crawl in here and put the room in lockdown. You'll help out, right? Way back's clear now, right? Right. I'm gonna hobble back upstairs, find cheap soup poon and, well, do nothing, I guess. I've lifted the lockdown. Good luck.
Okay. Took me a year, right? I shouldn't have fallen for it. A new life, get a job with the Ascend group, the trip with the valleys, and everything's set up. All I have to do is to work on debt. Constant blue job. The fuck? I was aiming at him and I couldn't shoot him? That makes no sense at all. That's fucking stupid. I was aiming at him from the distance. Why didn't I? So I can't shoot him when I aim? That makes no sense at all. So Amy doesn't do anything? Well, why don't even aim then? I don't think there's a sprint or something, is there?
Diagnosing. Done. Report. Power readings erratic. Energy fluctuations affecting WMD system. Agent cause unknown. SI offline as protected measure. Current repair protocols invalid. End report.
This is Boone. We're waiting around in feces up here, and you send me reports about erratic energy fluctuations? You have one job. Get it done. I've uploaded the SI Access override codes. Don't ping me again until it's done.
Alternate system access code downloaded. Installing. Done. Revising work order task list. Done. Tasks. Replace external interface circuitry. Purge memory banks. Reset default. End.
What am I getting though? There's not any supply thing right now. I love watching other streamers play games like these that are fucking horrible. Like, mouse play is always gonna be better than control play by far.
Interface circuitry replaced.
This game ain't so bad actually. Cool. Guess I can't go in there. Yeah, the mouse play is definitely a lot easier to shoot by far.
Reboot.
So I'm guessing these bots are AI coordinated that they're there to repair themselves, I'm assuming too. This is never going to be our world. Our world's never going to be this technology advanced. It can be, but I don't think it will be though. We're going to be more advanced as in like the way we like think of that.
Fix the problem. You fixed the problem. I've recovered enough to hobble out to you. Thanks, mate. Let's have a drink when you get back upstairs. I'll be at the Pump Bladder.
It's a pump bladder. What the fuck is that? The pump bladder. You know, the thing you use to pee. This game looks awesome, though. The design of it's fucking amazing. It's like a shitty ass utopia. Some people love to live in a utopia shit like this. Come on, here we go. I already talked to him. I go this way. Oh god.
SI initializing. Done. Boot sequence running. Done. Running diagnostics. Done. Reboot complete. SI operating at full capacity. System report. WMD system operational. Waste disposal fully functional. Report sent.
About time. I know I promised you a bonus, but you know how it is. Revenue is below targets.
Attention. Emergency Protocol 2 Delta 80 active. In compliance with the Arcology General Contingency Registry. Proceed via emergency tunnel bypass.
Fucking jeez.
to obtain full SITREP and clarification. Closest data node available in the Warrens. End suggestion.
This looks really cool. Fire stream for about another hour or so.
The Ascent Group went into immediate default after the corporate AI filed for bankruptcy one subcycle ago.
You're such an asshole. You pushing into me like that. Come on, man. Fuck yourself. For a win! Gotta pull a Diablo. Okay, that was just a beginning thing. It looked really good though. They did a really good job with this. Looks like some type of Matrix-based thing. He's crushing shit ton of people here. What the fuck? Oh, this place is huge. Oh, they did a really good job. Basically, I think this is a take on Cyberpunk. 100%.
Attention. Arcology now in default mode. Services will resume shortly. Do not be alarmed.
It's basically what it is.
Attention. All indentured workers are to carry on with their current tasks.
This might actually be better than Cyberpunk in a lot of different ways.
All indentured workers are to carry on with their current
Every time these big companies fuck up on games, indie companies take over and end up making something better.
To all indents entering Cluster 13, behave, or I'll have you fucking recycled. That is all.
Fuck you, bitch.
If you got any bounties, I'll take them.
This game is fucking awesome. I'm gonna play this multiplayer, honestly. This seems really cool. Yeah, baby. I know some people are gonna make fun of this game.
This cut through meat like
Oh, the graphics, you know, you just go fuck yourselves. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Funds, I got 2,000 sidearm. That's 5 to 14. Oh, it's better than they're gonna have now. Tab to go to your inventory. Okay, skills. Handling. Yeah, I have a shit ton of fucking health, honestly, to tell you the truth. That's fine, I'll leave it like that. I don't think you can reset anything, can you? No, I bet. Okay.
The Ascent Group went into immediate default after...
Part of me, I love how you have your skills, that this increases critical rate. This gives you better handling, reloading speed, aiming, aims better, balance, stun, knockback. You can basically make a tank out of yourselves. That's pretty fucking cool, actually. So you can make yourself however you want to.
This is the feed with your very own Grateful app. The Ascent Group went into immediate default after the corporate AI filed for bankruptcy one subcycle ago. All attempts to contact the corporate board has failed, and we've yet to receive an official statement. The Ascent Group are
I like this game already. This game's already better than Cyberpunk.
It's gone into default mode. If this is true, without AG security, corporate graft teams will already be moving in. All the luck to them. As I always say, one being's ill fortune is another's opportunity. Stay tuned.
To all havers in Cluster 13, this is Poon. As you've probably noticed, our dear arcology just defaulted. I don't give a feral's ass about the whys and wherefores. Business will go on as usual. That means no panic, no whining, and certainly no slacking off. Business as usual. Understood? Go now.
Okay. There's melee. Oh, 3. Max on my fucking. I'm going melee. Get melee weapons.
Where the fuck have you been? Forget about that ESAC lift. We got much bigger problems. Come find me at the Serenity Boss.
If you got the pieces?
Fuck yeah. Wait a minute, what? Okay. Oh, that's not weapons, that's crafting.
I consider myself an artist.
And take your eyes.
Cool. Got some Star Wars shit going on. I love it. And my muscles are fucking killing me, man. Must all that protein, and that's probably starting to get into my muscles. It's trying to fucking hurt. Oh, this guy's funny. Balls deep. I love it. Oh, it's always funny having sexual themes in games. It's how real life is. Balls deep, baby. You do. Your balls deep, girl. I'm already liking this.
Look, when we need a company rally or inspirational calf mugs to hand out, I'll
Okay,
let you know.
I'll let you guys watch
Why the
this.
hostility, Poon?
Not on
All
my
I'm
watch.
saying is that we should stick together in a
food.
time of crisis, and that we're here to help in any way we can.
And all I'm saying is that I don't see how you can help right now.
The Ascent group is gone, and the board has gone quieter than a null-spaced column. Maybe you people should start looking to what's next.
The Ascent Group is not just the board, Poon. It's us. All of us. United around an idea. The corporation can only collapse if we allow it.
Whatever. An idea won't feed my indents or provide security when Corpsec gets wise to the fact that their paychecks aren't coming.
Now, you'll have to excuse me. My next meeting just arrived.
Fine.
We'll talk again later,
Poon.
need to get this checking information. I don't know it.
Oh, Cody's?
Yeah. I don't have a check.
Let's see if that fire pits out. I don't know what I'm.
Okay.
Can't you just use my debit card?
No, you have to have the routing number and the account number. I don't know if your account number's different from your unchecked it is on your it savings. Let me check. I guess I can probably ask there, but I know 71725, but I don't know. He's like ours is 1980. I don't know if that's well, I know I can I'll just call him in. I'll put the name for them. I'll say it's
I thought you guys were leaving. Shit. Shit. Oh, fuck. What annoying. Oh, well, I'm getting off now. I'm gonna let. I have to say, this game is pretty cool. How do I save? I think it probably already saved it. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, my chest is fucking killing me. Oh man, I'm a little bit of muscle pain. I don't know how to fucking save. How do you fucking save then? It's not gonna let you be able to save. Let's see. Action. No. Let's do that. Probably saved when I first got in here. Oh man, it just fucking killed me. Okay, go to resume. Okay, that's good. There's my character right there. Okay. But yeah. Didn't really talk too much. Tends to like talking about certain things, especially when I'm thinking about getting a wall back here between. I would say it'd be right where my light switch is at and over. So I can blockade my room in because I don't like when people come in my room and end up like sitting there and like being nosy. Cause it's good. So they bad about living in a parents' house. If they're like that, most times they shouldn't be like that, but there's nosy ass people. Oh. It's the name of the game. Well, I'm getting off. It's already past 11. I gotta go work at 6, so I'm gonna try to at least take a nap or something like that. Yeah. I'll probably get on tomorrow's. Okay, so Thursday's gonna be a little better of a time because I'll get on until 7 instead of 6, so at least have an hour time. But I'm not getting off till 2, which I'm getting off at 2. I'm gonna start getting off on time unless I really want to, so I can at least catch up on some sleep and that. All that sucks about working. I'm not used to doing it. This is my 3rd week working. I get paid every week. I'm getting paid rather good. You know, my last paycheck was, $350, like $350 with some change. It was about 2.5. It was like 32 hours. The cool thing about my job, after 10, so 11, 12, 1, 2, or whatever in the morning, I get paid $2 more an hour. So initially I'm making more money working the part-time that I am working than I am working full-time at a normal job making $11 an hour. I work 8 hours less, depending. Very true. Like the last time I worked was 32.83 hours. I got paid net. Fuck gross. People always say gross. No, net. Because they're dumb. It's net. I got paid $350. So I get paid, and that's the bare minimum of working. That's just an average work day that I get at least 32 hours in. And they always normally count breaks, but a lot of times we get paid breaks just because we're too busy. So they give us 15-minute breaks to pay. I'm like, okay, whatever. All I want to do is eat anyway. I don't like taking actual breaks unless I have to. I'd rather take two pay breaks, or just one pay break, just to eat and get back on the line. Because a lot of times you're just sitting there, and it's not very fast food's not very difficult. I just wish they paid more. But for what everyone's saying is that fast food's about ready to get a big increase in pay. Because one of the managers was talking about it, saying we're about to get an increase in pay, and we should. Fast food's an enormous business. They make billions of dollars. They make an enormous amount of money because it's fast food. People rather go through fast food than to go through, other things. Because inflation started to go up a little bit, so now these companies are starting to, everything's starting to go up slightly. But I think the companies are starting to be a little bit more fair to where fast food needs to start making a little more money. So so they put us up to, say, $12 an hour, I make $14 an hour. I make, on average, $30 more an hour. $30 more in a paycheck, just with $1. So that increases my net pay by at least $30, give or take. So I get paid almost $400 set initial that and the $14 more. So I hope fast food gets an increase. People always complain, bitch and moan. All you people are like you're nurses now, or you're working for hospitals and that you're getting paid like $12 an hour, $11 an hour now. Like, it's not the job itself. I'm sorry, it's how much the job gets paid based upon how much they get paid. So like, I hate to say it though, people in hospitals, unless it's a busy season, which is with fast food too, you don't do anything. Okay? Like, it's constantly can be busy at fast food because people like to eat more than they like to go in and get surgery. All I have to say is every job's hard, but you always have your small points. So people that complain about the payment, it drives me crazy. It's like, everyone gets a fair share. If you're going to work for 8 hours, it's hard enough as it is to go outside your house. You want to not do it all. Everyone knows likes to be inside the house. I love being outside the house. I actually do enjoy working. I get bored being inside the house. I kind of fucking hate it to a certain extent. I like being out. People like before I would hate to go to school. I would love to be inside watching anime. I've done it for so long. Like, the transition is opposite. I'd rather be at work. If I have my days off, I have my days off of relaxation and I rest. Because I know I get very tired. My eating patterns are all over the damn place. And a lot of it has to do because I'm taking too many pre-workouts. That's probably what it is, honestly. I know I try to take about 2 a day, but now I'm limiting to do about 1. This is the one I have. This is my first one today. The other one I took last night before I went to bed. And it kept me up for a little bit. But, like, I'm sharing this. I drank probably maybe 15% of it. So I got another, 85 to whatever, 75% to drink throughout when I wake up. So, say if I go to bed now, it's almost 11:30. I gotta be at work at 6. So more or less, if I go to bed at 12, average, because I got 30 minutes to fall asleep, because I'm talking right now to get a little bit more out of it. Because this is a talk show to a certain extent. This is just talk. But I hope you guys enjoy the game and that. The Ascend, it's like cyberpunky, and I like it better. People complain about graphics. I'm gonna fuck up the graphics. Gameplay, the mechanics have to be there. And I love Cyberpunk and that, but they just didn't do a good job with it. They kind of just gave you false hope that it was gonna be really good, but it wasn't. Oh man, can't get this neck nut out. But yeah, just give you a heads up. Next year, I'm gonna end up trying to get into strongman, cause I have the capabilities. I don't look abnormally fucking huge, but I am quite dense. I'm pretty damn dense. Like, people can't figure out my weight by looking at me. I'm quite dense. I got a lot of endurance strength, evidently. My biggest thing is to work on my legs more. My legs have good endurance. But, like, when it comes down to, strength, my legs need to be hitting off a little bit more. But, yeah, this whole entire year is going to be about restoring myself. Because last year was a big pile of shit. Half of this year was crap. And I think it's gonna be a transition that like I want to grow, and that's why I want to say grow with you guys, because there's a lot of people out there that probably have been through what I've been through, and there's a lot of things that I've been through or that I created for myself, as in my meditations and how I think and that. And I still have anger issues. I still get mad when I'm playing games and that, when I die and that. Obviously that's going to be a transition, but a lot of times I do because I think it's funny. I still get angry in that, but like it's not a I don't feel it's like in and out. At like snap of the fingers, it's gone. I don't hold on to it. I don't linger on it and like pat away and go, oh my god, fuck this game, and start throwing shit around my room. I mean, I accidentally like broke part of my keyboard because I hit it too hard because I have little lashes on there, but whatever. The keyboard came with the computer, so I can't really say it was. I wanted to get another keyboard anyway. But I had to limit myself on certain things, but it's all a big learning curve. But as I grow, I want my audience to grow with me, because I see that we have problems growing, because society's very closed and very open. It's like an open closed door. Certain people are more open door than other people are more kind of cracked door, a little bit open door, medium open door, as in like the way they think. I like to establish myself to be more open, and that's why I like listening to people. If anyone chats with me and talks to me about their life and that, I don't mind listening to people, because the act of learning is by listening. But when it comes down to a certain point where it's just like attention grabbing, I don't give a shit. Like girls at my work, I work with a lot of women. Like the bulk of a lot of the people I work with are all women. There's 4 guys, counting me, that I pretty much work with. And there's a guy manager there, but all of us were women. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have like 9 women, 10 women almost working there, which is beautiful. It's beautiful. I love working with women because they're easygoing, and I'm an attractive looking guy, so I get away. It formulates better, and it makes it easier for me. So it's just like with anybody else. If you have sort of things that you like to do, and that, say like if you like to play video games, start streaming. You don't even have to be a good streamer. Just stream and play video games. There's a lot of people that don't even actually show their actual like camera. They don't show themselves. They just play games. They put up a cool design of whatever it is, and they'll like go through a whole entire game, and people watch it. People like it. They don't give a shit they're hearing anything. They don't give a shit they hear you. They don't care. That's the truth. I mean, like I might do a run through with Duke Nukem and try to beat the game without using cheats, without going through the level thing, because some of the levels are tricky and I don't understand them because I've never played them before. I mean, the evolving world since I was born back in 1990 has changed dramatically. We live in a world that we all coexist together. And we should. We should all coexist together. There shouldn't be, I mean, there's different kinds of things that we do, but most people enjoy watching movies and that, or playing video games, or even playing mobile games, People love that shit too. Oh. Yeah, the sun's getting bright. I think they're probably going to leave. Yeah, my parents should probably leave now. I would love to get my own place, but I have to say, I just need to get shit together. I hope my fan base grows a little bit more. I would love to see to actually talk to my audience, wherever they do get on that. But all I have to say is, the biggest advice I can give anybody with life, since that's my main thing to study, is, be who you are, love yourself. I mean, everything goes through rough times, but you can't never stop, loving yourself. Love yourself and love yourself and love yourself and love yourself. Don't sit there and make things worse by hating yourself, and fuck what other people say. People get on your nerves. People act different. When you get different cultures, as in the way that people act, like this girl at my work, she's trashy. She's kind of like a redneck trash ghetto whatever. She acts like she's black, but she's actually fucking ghetto redneck trash. She lives in the southern part of where I live at, and she lives in southern-ish Missouri. And like, she's not a bad person, but it's just the way she talks. That it's like you can tell when where their intellect's rather low, because the way they talk. Like, I'll be talking to one of the managers there. Her name's Brittany. I'm assuming that she has a thing for me because we're getting really close. She does have a boyfriend, but we're like getting friendly close. Obviously, you could be attracted to a guy and not bang him. Okay, that's just how it is. But it was just weird though, because like, you know when you have a conversation with someone, and then like a friend of theirs butts in and starts talking about themselves and what they did. So like, we'll have a conversation about something, like an activity that happened, or an event, which is a point in time that something happened, whatever. And something happened, and her friend just butted in out of nowhere. Started talking about herself. Like, trying to like make it look like, oh, look at me, I can talk about stuff too. And I'm like, no, you don't butt in on a conversation just to get attention. When someone's talking to someone, you clarify what you're talking about. If someone comes in, they can say like, oh yeah, I did that before. Little like snippets of conversation. You don't butt in and have a whole you have a conversation about yourself so you can lean the attention onto you. People are very attentionated. They don't understand what attention actually is. They don't understand it at all. They believe that attention is just like, I have to have it because I feel bad for myself. Well, how do you feel bad for yourself? Because you don't know yourself? Well, that's the key. People that have a false personality. A lot of it has to do with TV and watching other people. You tend to be similar to them. And that's what people do. People do it a lot. You'd be very surprised. Like when you're a kid, that you adapt to everything because you grow based upon what you see. Okay, I understand that. That's how everybody is. That's how I am. But as you grow older, now your adaptability starts to get smaller, where you start to learn who you are and what you're excited about. I'm excited about. I like talking about anything and everything when it comes down to certain things. I used to be a big history buff person, and I figured out that bulk of our history is bullshit. Like the structure of it is more bullshit. How they say it is bullshit, but the events do happen, but how they happen are two different things. That's why history, and that's kind of false with me. Like, okay, I don't know anything about it. They say all this stuff. Well, historians say that. Yeah, they get proofs and certain things about certain things that matter, but like they don't understand the whole thing because they can just look at it and manipulate it somewhat to make it look different in a way. So my focus is to realize what I see with my own eyes. So like when you're a researcher, say like me, I'm a very heavy researcher when it comes down to people. So I love studying people. I love studying emotions of people. I love studying the actions of people. This is basically emotions. I love studying the sexual thrill of people, as in like how we do things sexually in that, because to me it feels like that people don't understand themselves fucking at all. They don't understand absolutely nothing. They go by the feeling that they don't get. Hold on. So if you establish a feeling towards someone, do you actually know why you're having that feeling? Most people don't. And they never will, because that's not how life is. Oh. Hi, baby. Upstairs. And that's the biggest fault of most people. Like when you're a kid and that, say you're a teenager, you first start falling in love, say at like, I don't know, 12 years old, sometimes a little earlier than that, depending on what you see. And so you go through this routine of learning of what love is. But does anyone know what love is? That's the question I love to ask. Does anyone know what love is? Anyone that watches my whole entire videos or like scans through my videos and gets right to these point where I do my gist talks, which is basically what I like to do at the end of my videos to talk about things? I love to know. I would love to fucking know. People like it's love interaction between two people that, you know, they get like, well, the things I might say might even blow your fucking mind because you might not think anything of it. So here's what love is, and this is what I see with my own feelings now and how I structure myself to think that love might be. Love is an interaction between two people that are sexually attracted to each other, more or less likely. The personalities of it is what makes the love grow. Sexual interaction is the first thing, period. As soon as you look at someone, you fall in love with them sexually. You want to fuck them, you want to bang them, you want to milk your nuts. Whatever the fuck it is that you like to do, female or male. And scenarios like this, so like that Brittany girl, I worked her for 3 days. The last day we worked, I felt that she liked me. My heart was extending now. I was giving out emotions. I was giving out pheromones and that. And she was feeling like she was attracted to me. Because the way she was talking that, she was being more sweeter. She was being slightly flirtatious with me. But it was in a way that she was being more open. But you're always going to get that way. No matter what, you're always going to get that way with anybody. It doesn't matter if you have a boyfriend or not. Because some people you just can't resist. And evidently I'm one of those people that you just can't resist. Because I'm trying to be as balanced as possible. I don't talk about myself that much. And if I do, it's in a way that I talk about my experiences. I talk about the way I went through life. More or less saying like, well, yeah, I did this and that and make up some weird story. No, I actually try to be as truthful as possible. Because without boldness, you don't know nothing about yourself anyway. So you might as well just live your life with nothing. A lot of people struggle with their life. One thing I have to say is, one thing, just love yourself. Treat yourself like yourself. If you're lost and you want to discover yourself, talk to yourself. Understand yourself. Do the quality of, even make a speech about it like I'm doing right now. Talk about yourself. I love myself. I used to hate myself. Why? Because I always would be like everybody else. And I found out that I'm better than most people. I'm stronger than most people. I'm a genius compared to most people. I learn enormously quick compared to most people. I mean, some people, their adaptabilities are, everyone can adapt, but they have to be willing to adapt. So, like, if you don't know how to learn, obviously you'll never learn. If you do learn, you'll learn based upon certain adaptability. So, like, if someone's a visual learner, they learn by visualization. Someone is a hearer learner, they learn by hearing. You can do both. What you see and what you hear can be adaptable. Then sometimes when you hear and see, you normally adapt better. That's how we actually learn. So if you read a book, or if you say you listen to someone reading a book and you follow along, you're seeing the words and you're hearing it. So you're actually doing 2 times the learning. Because then you're visualizing what the word is and you're hearing it, so you memorize it better. So say like if someone did show you the words, you never learn how to pronounce them. You try to pronounce them on your own. More or less likely, you're not going to know what's right or wrong. That's the problem with reading. Say with me, for instance. If I never hear someone else say the word, and I won't understand it completely by saying it by myself. Unless I already know the word by looking up the word on the dictionary or by someone else saying it to me. That's how language works. Language works based upon, you hearing and seeing how the lips move and that's how you learn as a baby. The biggest thing is, how can we bring ourselves to learning like a baby? Well, the biggest thing is control your damn emotions. Babies react by their emotions free willily. Adults act by their emotion more or less by, not only by aggression, normally it's more of a bad emotion. It's if things don't go their way, they lash out. Same with me. I can't wait to get a girlfriend. I can't wait to get me a beautiful girlfriend and settle down and be done with this mess. I've been getting hit on so much at work and that, going through drive-thru and that. From older ladies to younger ladies, constantly being hit on that. And like, I'm just waiting for someone to just be like, oh, here's my number, just call me. But even like the most beautifulest women, they won't never give me their numbers. They'll act really fucking stupid in front of me. And I'm just like... They'll hang outside the window and talk to me and drive through and give me big smiles and be flirtatious. Not when they're drunk. But they're not brave enough to give me the damn number. Sometimes they might play with me and they're like, well, I don't like to be playing around with this. Sounds very immature. But today is a very unique day. Because I went up to Supplement Superstores and I saw that Crystal girl that I screwed around with at Taco Bell. I've said it plenty of times, but anyway, she's some girl I screwed around with Taco Bell that had a boyfriend. I saw her boyfriend at Supplement Superstores. He's supposed to be living in Imperial with her, but I guess he works in South County, in the area of South County and that, because he's a carpet cleaner. And like, I was just funny because I haven't seen him in like at least a year or two, a year and a half. Last time I saw him, he was up at Ronnie's Theater before we had the pandemic. And like, I heard Crystal say my name, but like, unfortunately, it's just like, to me, she's not going to get rid of this guy. I'm not going to translate to her because she's making the biggest mistake. But she's with this person because the dude makes pretty decent money and it makes it easier for her to, you know, coexist. I'm like, that's fine. It sucks living on your own. So my biggest thing is, this girl would support me, 100%. If she had a lot of money, she'd support me, she'd drop them off, she'd pick me up in a heartbeat. Now, would I go with it? I don't know. I mean, obviously, I told her the little thing is like, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stay where I'm at, and we can just mingle. I will not move in until I feel like I'm ready to move in. Because I've done it before, I moved out, and it was horrible. So I want to make sure, you know, because there's a lot of little ifs, ands, or words, or buts. You know, she's a very beautiful woman in that, and she is, you know, but she deals a lot of anxiety. She smokes, she drinks occasionally, she likes to smoke weed and that, and eat brownies and shit, and like, I'm sorry, I want a balanced woman. I want a woman that's going to be balanced like me, that I can coexist with. I hate anxiety-based people. I had anxiety too. Anxiety's fucking horrible. I don't fucking like it. Anxiety second guesses people. You start to, she's done right in front of me. She starts to not believe me. And I'm just like, listen here. I'm going to say this just like I say to anybody else. The number one thing I go by is fucking trust. I will talk about me taking huge dumps and clarify how big the dump is because I don't give a shit. Truth is truth. I don't need to be scared. And this is why people have anxiety. People have anxiety because they're scared of what people think. They're scared of what's going to happen, or they have a fear of something happening that doesn't actually happen. So they look at anxiety as a way of saying like anxiety is thinking too much. Well, they get negativity and anxiety, and also they have negative anxiety, so they think about all these negative things that happen, and they clarify it because they think that it's happening. You can make yourself believe anything until you get enough proof and evidence to clarify not. It's all based upon knowledge. When you're fucking dumb, as in most people start off stupid and they learn how to be smart, adaptability is the best way for humans to live. You have to adapt yourself to your whole entire surroundings. People don't, they do that, but you can just tell. Like we talked about, like almost everybody at work gets pissed off at work. I was asked, why are you so upset? Oh, I can't wait to go home and sleep. Okay, well, you got to work this anyway. Why not be prepared for it? I take pre-workouts at work. I know my job's going to be difficult. I know I'm going to have to run around and make food and that and be fast and be nimble as fuck. This little pre-workout, I'll take one before I go on to work. Sometimes I'll take a half one. And I'll take one halfway through work. I have to make sure I eat, though. Sometimes I'll take a half of one. I'll take a half one before work. I'll take a half one in the middle of work. And then I'll try to take a half one after work. So I know how the cycle goes. That's what we'll start doing. Depending on the pre-workout, depending on how much caffeine and creatine I have in it, more or less it keeps me going there. I have to maintain my water flow. So if I drink, I got, one of these. I always use these big old water bottles. These are 1.5 liters. So 1.5 liters is estimated about what? 18, 24 ounces of water, 36 ounces of water. So if I drink half, and every 2 hours I drink about half of these, so I have 2 of them, or I drink a quarter of it, I'm still getting, I still want to get at least 16 ounces every like couple hours. So let's say every 4 hours I drink maybe 70% of this. Just to say, on average, this is about, I think it's about 42, it's like 30, 36 or 42 ounces. So you drink about 20 ounces every 2 hours. Depending. Sometimes it's every 4 hours, actually. So when I drink this, this has water in it, so I normally put about 12, 13. I'll fill it up all the way, so I'll put the 16 ounces in there. I give it a good shake in that. I get 16 ounces of water from there. Yeah, it has creatine and stuff in it, so evidently the water's going to go straight to my muscles. And neurological passages will be opening up, and I'll be flaring up all over the place. Now, food is the number one thing that I have a problem with, and that's what I'm working on. Recovery, recovery, recovery. If you can't recover from work, and you're walking to work half-assed, you're tired as fuck, you got to recover more. You got to recover. I understand people, you know, it's really hard. But I say, if I did live on my own, what would be the things I would do? Eat, wash my clothes, and go to bed. As soon as you get home, take all my clothes, throw them in the fucking washer. Wash them. You know, if I'm not going to bed the first hour of being home, which normally I don't. So if I take off all my clothes, wash my clothes, gotta get that routine. I'll go upstairs, take a shower. By the time I get done, take a shower. I wash the machine, should almost be done. If not, I might relax, maybe eat some protein or eat some, you know, easy food. I'm gonna get Twix. What the fuck they are? Or Triscuits. I can't even say the word. Triscuits. You know what I'm talking about. The little wheat crackers. And they're good. Different flavors. So I can always have a variety of different flavors. And I can always put different cheeses on that. So I do cheesy crackers. And the fiber in it makes me, you know, poop really well in that. So that's the thing. Is that's what you have to really think about. Like, recovery is 90% of the battle. 10% of it is working, or say 50% of it, say working, and the rest of it's recovery. Maybe depending on that. So you got your sleep, and you got the way you eat. And you got your supplements. Just popping a vitamin B before you go into work will give you energy almost the whole entire day at work. See, this doesn't have vitamin B in it. This has caffeine, creatine, beta-alanine. It's made for building muscle. It's made for me to have endurance, which does give me endurance. Vitamin B, so pop a complex vitamin B12, will actually do the same thing, gives your metabolism up so you actually are flowing better. So as long as you eat a good amount of food, you're going to flow really good. You're going to feel really good too. That's what most people need to do. So if you're tired at work, you know, people eat a lot of food. Pop a damn vitamin B. Vitamin B12 complex with vitamin C. Pop those damn things. Pop it twice a day, you know, it'll help you out a lot. Neurologically, it'll help you out a lot. And make sure you keep up with your meals, which anyone can. You don't work at fast food, for God's sakes. You can eat. Everyone eat, like, there's a lot of times they eat the fish there. So I like the fish. The fish is actually really good. Normally I eat like fried foods, but a lot of times if you fry foods really good, they're not really too oily. You do get a little more fat content, but when you're standing up, you eat all the calories you can get. Like if I eat one meal there, I try to at least eat over 1,000 calories. Try to. Because a lot of times I'm burned off because I have to walk home too. So I have to make sure I have calories in me. And I have to stretch at work and that. I have to do a lot of things. On this new Stone Gremlin production going on. But yeah, that's basically how I'm looking at it from my perspective about, you know, where my life is right now. I tend to want to say, yeah, best way to do it with work and that is recovery. And make sure you get enough sleep. So like if you come home, make sure you sleep in the first couple hours you come home. Because if you sit there and you stay up and like your body wants to stay up in that, you have to teach yourself how to be able to fall asleep at a certain time. Like I woke up, I think I woke up at like, it was morning time. I saw the sun was up, so I woke up around about 5:36. I've been up for maybe 12 hours or 6 hours. I might end up taking like a 4-hour nap because it's almost 12 o'clock now, so I'm actually gonna get off now. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good day, good night, whatever, wherever you're at. I'm gonna start playing some more Ascend. The Ascend, I think it looks really cool. It's cyberpunky. It seems really easy to play. PC version is probably a little bit easier than the Remote Control version because the way you move with the firing, that seems to be kind of difficult. The mouse is very stable. But anyway, you guys